Today we have a 2014 Honda CRV. It's got the 2.4 motor. They had it into the Honda dealer and they were given a big list of things that need to be done at 90,000. And one of the things was spark plugs. We're going to show you where those are located and how to replace them. This is your 2014 Honda 4-cylinder. It's a 2.4 motor. And the spark plugs, the nice thing, are right up on top. So we're going to start by taking these 10s out to remove this cover. We'll be able to get at the spark plugs. They seem to be the same length, so that doesn't matter. Get this one over here. You always want to double check to make sure they're not a different length bolt. Get the last one right here. Okay. Just gotta lift this cover up nice and easy, put it off to the side. You can see your spark plugs are right here. 1, 2, 3, 4. It's a 4-cylinder. All we have to push down is on this tab right there like that, and it should pull right off. Just like that. Just like that. I like to do them all at one time instead of stopping and pulling the plug. I just pull all these off, and we'll remove all the plugs at one time. Okay. Push that off to the side. Now we just remove these 10s to hold the coils. She was into the Honda dealer and they recommended, of course, normal maintenance, which was, replacing spark plugs if your car has a timing belt, stuff like that. This one's got a timing chain, so they don't have to worry about that. But we are going to do this just as part of normal maintenance. So we'll take all 4 of these out and then remove the coils. Just try to do it a little quicker this way, hopefully. Ready to remove the coils. Now you don't have to do this, but I always like to take the coil out of this one, put it off to the side, put it right in order like that, and then I'm going to put it right back where it came out of. Just like that. So that'll be number 2. This will be the 3rd one. Not that it's that important, they're all the same, but there's no sense in changing it around after 90-some thousand miles. You got your spark plug socket. Most of them have rubber in there to hold that spark plug in place. And I'm going to go like this. Get down in there, I'm going to break it loose, and I'm going to do that to every one of them. Then I'm going to use the Milwaukee to take them out because it's a little faster. I just want to make sure that they spin out easy like that. And sometimes you come out like this, go right back to the next one, hopefully. Depends on the cowling. But you just want to make sure that they're coming out easy. If the car had a lot of miles, it might not want to come out that good, and you want to be careful on that. You don't want to strip the threads. And also when you're working on your car, you want to make sure it's cool. You don't want to do it on a hot motor ever. They're all going nice and easy. It's always nice when you buy a car that is easy to maintain yourself like this. Something you can get right at. You only have to do it every 80 or 100, but at least it's easy to do. Okay. Went back to the toolbox. I got an extension. It was a hair shorter. So it's just above it, but it works. Okay. There's one. Make sure it comes up with it. That's why you want to have the rubber inside there so it brings it up. And you can tell they're they're original, but it looks like it's burning okay. It's also nice to lay it right in order of the cylinders, in just in case there is something going on, so you'll know what cylinder to check out. that one actually came out with it. That's a nice change of pace. Yep, they're burning good, so the motor's doing well. I mean, you could do it with your fingers. They're easy enough like that. Sometimes they're not. That one's actually going really easy. Okay. And that one's burning really well. When you get new spark plugs, you can actually go cheaper or something like that, but I actually like to get whatever factory original is. And you can see these are exactly the same thing. They're supposed to be good for 100,000, so we're going to put those in. That's what came right from Honda. And what you're also going to want to do is you're going to want to get, these are supposed to be gapped at 44. They're supposed to be preset when you buy them, but it doesn't hurt to check it. So you just put this in there like that and gently move it around like this and make sure that it's over by the 44 where it's supposed to be. So, like I said, they're supposed to be pre-gap, but it doesn't hurt to check. So we checked the gap on all those. Now we're going to go ahead and start every one of them. Make sure there's no debris down in the hole. And I'm just going to get them all started like that. When you get all of them installed, you're going to torque it down. The factory specs would be like 16 foot-pounds. You know, if you got a torque wrench, great. If not, just use common sense and you should be okay. Just take them down like that and snugging them. Finger tight. If you start them with your fingers like that, you're not going to cross thread. It's right there. It's touching on the bottom. That's good. Throw the next one in. Usually they do not, the threads don't move that easy where you can just spin in with your fingers like that. You usually got to use a ratchet. So we did the last one. Now you go through here. Like I said, you torque them down. It would be 16 foot-pounds, but you can just use a little common sense like that. Just don't go crazy on it. Tight enough right there. And you want to make sure you don't go left or right to crack the spark plug, but you just hold it. Tight enough. And you can see I'm not grabbing on the end of the ratchet. You don't need to use all that force. And you can kind of judge by when you took it out how much effort it took to get it out. So it's about the same thing. Okay, it should be good. Spark plugs are installed and double checked. And like I said, if you want to do 16 foot-pounds, you can get your torque wrench out. This is dielectric grease. You put it in the end of every one of them. It's supposed to help with moisture and corrosion. So I'll just pull it on each one of them like that. And then we're ready to install the coils. Okay. We put them back where they came out. That one goes there, just like that. That one goes there. That one goes there. That one goes there. Okay, put them down like that. Leave them loose just so it's easier to snap them in place like that. You can hear them click when they go in. Hear it click. 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 If you had it already tightened down, and sometimes it's harder to get them snapped in. You started them all by hand. Make sure they're good, like that. And use this. And as soon as it hits like that, just let it go loose. You don't want to over tighten it. All right, now I'll go back and touch them with my hand, and they'll be done. And even though you just did it with a ratchet, I just like to go back and just snug it, make sure they're all tight. They don't have to be super tight, but just snug it. Okay. Last thing we do is put this cover on and install those 10 millimeters. You ready to install the cover? Just snaps in over that lip right there. These are all the same, so just start these by hand. We can get the old ratchet out again. Finish the job. Okay. tug of my hand. Tight, 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 tight. And that's all it takes to change spark plugs on a 2014 Honda CRV with a 2.4 motor.